Dear children, in the second module, we are going to study the new term, that is revaluation account. Revaluation account is an account which is prepared to calculate the profit available to the partners after revaluing the various assets and liabilities of the partnership firm. Now we are going to study the format of revaluation account. Revaluation account is a nominal account in which first we want to record decrease in assets. Sometimes the value of the assets decreases at the time of revaluing assets. That difference amount should be recorded on the assets on the debit side. For example, the value of the plant equal to 80,000. After revaluing the value of the land, the new value may be second item to be recorded on the debit side of the revaluation account is increase in liability. At the time of revaluing the liability or liabilities of the company, the value of the liability may be increases. That increase amount will be recorded on the debit side. For example, there is a balance of 60,000 in creditors account. At the time of revaluing liability, the new value or revalued amount of liability equal to 80,000, there is an increase of 20,000. That increase amount of 20,000 should be recorded on the debit side as to creditors 20,000. Sometimes there may be unrecorded liabilities. That unrecorded liabilities should be recorded on the debit side of the revaluation account. Next item to be recorded on the credit side of the revaluation account is increase in assets. Sometimes the value of the assets increases at the time of revaluing assets. That increase amount of assets should be recorded on the credit side. For example, land of rupees 6 lakh. At the time of revaluing the land, the new value of the land equal to 8 lakh rupees. There is an increase of 2 lakh rupees. That 2 lakhs rupees should be recorded on the credit side of the revaluation account. Sometimes the value of the liabilities may be decreases. Sometimes the value of the liabilities may be decreases. That difference amount should be recorded on the credit side. For example, there is an amount of rupees 6 lakh rupees in loan account. After revaluing assets and liabilities, the value of the loan account decreases to 4 lakh rupees. That means there is a decrease of 2 lakhs rupees in loan account. That decrease amount should be recorded on the credit side. Sometimes there may be unrecorded assets. That assets should be recorded on the credit side of the revaluation account. After entering these all items, that is on debit side to assets account, that is decrease in asset, then to liabilities account, that is increase in liability, then to liabilities account, that is the unrecorded liability on credit side by assets account, that is increase in assets account, assets balance, then by liabilities account, that is decrease in liability, then by assets account. If there is any unrecorded liability, that item should be recorded on the credit side. After entering these all items, find out the total, then find out the closing balance. That closing balance is the available profit or balance amount of profit available to the partners. This available profit should be shared among the partners, all partners including retiring partner in old ratio. Next we are going to study the important journal entries to be passed at the time of revaluing assets and liabilities or at the time of preparing revaluation account. The first we want to write the journal entry for recording increase in the value of asset. The journal entry is concerned asset account. Concerned asset may be land account, building account, furniture account, debtor to realization account. And then second entry for recording decrease in the value of assets. The journal entry will be revaluation account debtor to assets account. For example, revaluation account debtor to stock account or revaluation account debtor to building account. Then third entry for recording increase in the value of liabilities. The entry will be realization account debtor to concerned liabilities account. For example, realization account debtor to loan account, or to creditors account, or to bills payable account. The next step, we want to write the journal entry for recording decrease in the amount of liability. The journal entry will be liabilities account debtor to revaluation account. Then after entering this entry, the next entry for recording unrecorded asset. The entry will be concerned asset account debtor to revaluation account. Then next we want to write the journal entry for recording unrecorded liability. The journal entry will be revaluation account debtor to concerned liability account. After entering these journal entries, next step is to calculate the amount of profit to be shared among the partners. If it is profit, the journal entry will be realization account debtor, revaluation account debtor to all partners capital account, including retiring partner. If it is loss, the entry will be all partners capital account debtor to revaluation account. In that, all partners includes retiring partner. These are the important journal entries to be passed at the time of preparing revaluation account.